Good morning and welcome to morning meditation. So, I was watching things on regenerating soil, and I always watch something as I'm getting ready in the morning, and they use an awful lot of scare tactics to get you to understand why it's so important to do the right thing, basically. And I was thinking about meditation and the self-care that's involved. There are so many meditation coaches out there, and they help you to still yourself and to find your quiet. And I am one of the few that I found that actually embraces the busyness of my brain and uses techniques to combine it with guided meditation, visualization, philosophy. This whole idea of the perfect anything is just really, and the whole idea of anybody being scared or manipulated into a decision is unsavory to me. There's plenty of manipulation. It happens all the time, all over the place. The last thing in the world a person should be manipulated into is taking 10 to 20 minutes a day to care for yourself and your brain. And that's what it is. What can happen if you don't? Do a test. Follow the meditations for 5 mornings. And at the end of 5 mornings, how is the way that you operate in the world different? Is it different at all? Is it just a bunch of hooey and you wasted all your time? That's how you gotta know. I mean, you're an intelligent person. You can figure this out. Nobody has to take you by the nose. Caring for yourself is your responsibility on this earth. Being yourself and acting as yourself is your responsibility on this earth. Simple. Now, having to do and doing for others makes us feel busy and important. I have a lot of things to do today. I'm kind of excited about it. It's really cool. But this should not be an everyday thing. Have people count on you every day? Sure. Go to work every day? Yeah. Be there, be present for your family, for the people you love, for your purpose? Absolutely. But does it have to be dire circumstances all the time? The body can handle stress. What it can't handle is chronic stress. When you take the time, even just a few minutes, to remind your body that there is a different way of being, a different way of existing in this world, where maybe not stillness, but something peaceful is happening. You have just opened yourself up to whole new areas of thinking, different synapses that you can build in your brain, a chance for your body to kick in its own natural healing system that can last through the entire day and even longer. You can kick in your body's ability to pattern what you want to eat so that you are actually coming out of the day healthier. You can, okay, I'll pack a lunch today, because I got all this healthy stuff at home, and if I don't have it with me, what am I going to have at lunch? not enough or not good, or I'm going to have a 2 o'clock crash. And our society right now is built for a 2 o'clock crash. What you put into your body, it matters. It shows the self-care that you give to yourself. On a mental level, it matters. It tells you whether or not you are willing to take one extra moment, one extra step to care for yourself. And oh, it's not my choice. Okay. You're allergic to everything in the world. Okay. You still know that there's better stuff for you than other stuff. And you still have, to a certain extent, a choice as to which way you're going to do it. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I started off back on the eating program and getting all the right stuff and good stuff into my... And the moment it blew up for 2 seconds. It blew up for a day and a half. I so overcompensated in the end that it's like the days that I did got wiped away. And no nutritional value, very little nutritional value. Yeah, I did that. Absolutely. I did that. And so now, instead of saying the diet doesn't work, the eating program doesn't work, what I have to remember is I'm changing a life, not an eating program. I am not on a diet. I am caring for myself in a different way. And the words that you say and how you put it forward really matter. I like smoothies. So having a smoothie every day with all of my nutritional value, yeah, I can do that. I'm not too fond of fish, but having salmon because it really lubricates your joints and it's very good for you, I can do that. I love chicken, all sorts of different ways. I can do that. So it doesn't have to be hard. What it should be is something that is sustainable. And sustainable means I get an ice cream every week. Something. Sustainable means that I am not cut out completely of the tastes of the world. And recognizing that I have a problem with overcompensating. It's a good thing. It's good to be honest and to know yourself. As you can see, I gained an awful lot of weight, and some of it is the way I eat. Some of it is hormones, some of it is menopause, some of it is thyroid, some of it is quitting smoking, and on and on and on and on and on. Lots of excuse slips there, huh? Whew. I could paper the wall with all them excuses. So let's find a way to do a self-care routine with our life. So the choices are doable. That being human fits in there as well. That still enjoying the tastes of the world around us is possible. I don't want to miss out on trying Turkish food. I don't even know what it is. But I don't want to miss it. If it doesn't fit into the plan, am I going to say no when I get the opportunity? No. I want to taste it. Life has to have open doors for our possibilities. So, do I have a hard time sticking to 15 days of doing the damn right thing all the time? Yeah, and it hurts. It does. So, I have to cater what I do to allow humanness and exploration and adventure and a little bit of a sweet tooth. So I'm going to talk to my brain today, and I'm going to help it get on an even keel by putting in there solid and sturdy and hard. I really like the way I feel when I eat well. Organic fruits and vegetables, grass-fed beef, free-range chicken, organic eggs. I feel better. I work better. I operate better. I can do more. That's good stuff. So we're going to start where what to keep and what to throw away are the primary things you got to do. And that's in the intestines. Let's feel the vibration of the orange right here. This is such a huge decision-making part of our bodies. What do we keep? Do we keep toxic shit? Like from Cheetos? Or do we let that go? Do we store it? Don't we? All right here in the gut. Neurons in the intestines. True, look it up. So let's feel the orange. Let's grow it a little bit. Let it expand. Let that decision making really impact your entire microbiome, your entire energy signature, all of your aura, all of you in this individuation. Let's take it down, connect to the earth, join the conversation, bring it up. Ego. My ego would be so much better served if I felt better about my health. Self-care. Let's stay here and expand this one as well. Let's just let it shine. It's pink. Pink's a pretty color. It is. Let it shine. This is the love that we have for ourselves that we translate into self-care. Awesome stuff. Our voice, our mind, a connection to the universal energy, abundant love, and wisdom beyond what we can fathom. Let's connect. Let it wash through. I'm going to go into the mind palace, doors, windows, drains. Calm down the tornado. I'm going to open up one of the doors over here, and in there, got a couple of different paths. I got a path of absolute indulgence with no consequence. Well worn. I have a path of what the hell happened to me at 50? And I have an open door inside that one door that has a blank canvas. I'm an artist. I love blank canvases. Has a blank canvas, and I'm going to start to build a garden. A beautiful, wonderful garden to sit in. Dappled sunlight through hanging tree branches. Green all over the place. In different beds. Different heights. Arbors. Overrun with vines. Grapes and flowers and honeysuckle. Not just flowers in the beds, but food. Good, nutritious food in dark, wonderfully rich soil. And let's just keep building. And let's expand it. And let's expand it even more. And let's feel ourselves in the middle of the garden of good health. It's okay if an ice cream vendor runs through there every once in a while, because I live in the garden. It's okay to have animals go through there. They're keeping the soil nice and full, the microbiome fresh. It's okay for stuff to grow where it's not supposed to grow. It's okay for a weed or two to exist. I'm sure they have a medicinal use somewhere. Once you learn what they are. I get to live in this garden. This is a choice. Being kind to me is a choice. Having around sweet options like fruit instead of candy bars, that's a choice we make when we go to the grocery store, hopefully after we've eaten. It changes for me big time when I do that. It's a choice to live in the garden. The other paths are still there. I don't want to get rid of them. They're a part of me. They're places that I've gone. They are one of the reasons I started doing meditations every morning, to give myself a very solid, sturdy path to a more healthy me. But I'm going to live here in this garden. Oh, it's so beautiful. And you can smell. You can smell the life, when you're outdoors, and you can just smell the green. I see a trickling waterfall over there. Wow, it's beautiful. This is a choice every moment of every day. And it can exist with bits and pieces from those other choices too. So long as this is the first one, this is the predominant one, this is the first go-to. All of them can exist, and I can choose to live in the garden. And care for my physicality. So I can be around to do meditations and all sorts of stuff over and over and over again in a way that doesn't attack you or scare you or petrify you. I think you're smarter than that, and you don't need it. You just need to decide, I'm gonna live in the damn garden. Namaste.